G'day, it's Rob here. Bit of a wild day in Adelaide, so I can't do much. So I thought I'd do a quick video dealing with ball oilers. Ball oilers. You get these little devils on lathes, and here's one here, and there's one there, and there's one there. They stick them all over the place, and another one there. They do a good job. They're meant to allow you to get oil into the oil spots and keep the rubbish out. And a lot of people seem to have trouble with these for some reason, and really it's funny when you read about people using hypodermic syringes and all sorts of stuff to try and get oil in. All they are is a little brass seat with a little steel ball. You can see that just pushes back, it's spring loaded, and all you have to do is basically use an oil can that has a rounded nozzle on it. You don't want an oil can with a square nozzle. You want an oil can with a rounded nozzle, and then as that rounded nozzle presses against the ball, it will push it back, and as you keep pressing, the curvature of the nozzle will then seal on the outside edge of the little oil plug, and then you pump your can, and if it's a good quality oil can, the oil will push in past those galleries, past that ball, and go into the oil cavity or gallery that's running behind it. In this case, it's on the cross slide. So, what's a good oil can? Well, I'll show you. Right, here we have some oil cans. This is your basic sort of, little old oil can people have in their houses. Forget about that, that's useless, can't use that. This is a Chinese oil can, made in China. Undoubtedly the biggest piece of crap I've ever bought in my entire life. These are absolutely useless. A lot of these car accessory places sell these sort of cans, they're junk. If anybody ever wants to borrow an oil can off you, you always give them this one, because you can guarantee they will never ever come back and borrow an oil can from you again. Absolute rubbish. This is what you want. You want an old style oil can with a brass rounded style tip with a small hole in it. This is a Rega brand oil can. These were made in Australia for the Australia and New Zealand market. They're highly sought after now because people realise just how good they are. Mechanics love them, and they're built for the job. They're built like tanks. They're a great oil can. You get them at flea markets, second hand, or even off eBay. You'll pay a lot more off eBay for them. And I'm sure in America there's something similar. You can still get good quality oil cans from Germany and Switzerland and places like that, but you'll have to get them, probably off the net, or pay a high price for them if you buy them locally. They're not cheap, but a good oil can is what you need. It has to have the little rounded over nozzle with a small hole, so that'll push in the ball, and the little round tip will seal with your brass oil port plug, and it'll do the job. Okay, that's what you want. You want one of these, you don't want one of these, and you don't want one of those. Okay, how good is a good oil can? Well, I'll show you. In this case, we'll put some oil in these galleries. You put your can on, push the ball back, and give it some pumps, and oil will come out under that. You can see it's oozing out under the end of that gallery. Oil right through on that gallery. Same on this one. And a good oil can will seal. Push hard, pump away, and it won't leak out. It'll all go in where it's supposed to go. And as you can see, that oil has gone the full length of that cross slide. That's what you want, a decent oil can, folks. You don't need hypodermic syringes. You don't need any of this other trickery. A decent oil can with a proper shaped end on it will fit those little ball oilers, and you'll have no problems whatsoever. Okay, get yourself a decent oil can. See you next time.